Welcome to Renee in Tune. I am Zin Uru Renee, and this message is for my Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns, my lovely earth signs. Let us talk about it. All right, we're just talking about the current energy, what is going on for us collectively, or the collective that interacts with me, I might add. All right, y'all. Some of y'all connected with a fire sign, King of Wands energy here. Some of y'all are connecting with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Very similar message. You're also learning, like my fire signs, how to preserve your energy at this time, how to ground yourself. But this is a little different. You're getting out of your comfort zone with the King of Wands. Okay, whereas fire signs have kind of they've already been through the works. They just are learning now how to receive everything that they've been working for. And they're celebrating. And now you're getting curious. You're getting curious, and you're getting curious, and it's time to explore. Is the message I'm getting for you right now. King of Wands, you're curious, and it's time to explore. There are things that you are naturally, you naturally have an affinity to do in your life, to focus upon in your life. But there are areas that you have a curious attraction to, but they're kind of these areas that you just never fully go to. You don't really step there. You know what I mean? You guys are more involved in the tangible because you're earth signs, in the physical, and so you may have this part of you that doesn't really want to go into places that don't seem like they make much sense, or that they don't seem physically reasonable. You know what I mean? Like they're not tangibly sensible to you. But some of your interests lie in places that don't necessarily make all that much of sense. You know what I mean? And when I say that, I don't mean, it's just whacked out. I mean, it's just not reasonable in terms of what reasonable may have been, or practical may have been expressed to you, or you may have learned it. So sometimes things are not as practical as you like them to be. And I think that that's where you're at right now. You're learning that things are not always as practical as you like them to be. This pops out all the time. Watch your favorite TV show. But when I see it, it doesn't really have much to do with TV. It's more so about doing something fun, doing something you enjoy doing. Pay attention to the signs. Okay. And you are getting distracted. Yeah, you guys are big on practical. Big on practical. The moon card is here, so I'm gonna tell you right now, everything around you isn't for not everything around you is for you. Let's put that clearly. And the reason you're needing to ground is because what happens is, if you're not fulfilling the passion that you're feeling inside of you, if you're not willing to explore it because maybe it doesn't make practical sense, you will search for that practicality in other places. You know what I mean? If you have needs and desires, you will search for it in other places. If you are fearful of stepping into the places that you're passionate about, that you find attractive within your spirit, right? You'll look for physical, tangible places to find that fulfillment, and not all of those places are for you. Okay, not all of them places are for you. Those become a distraction to what you really should be throwing yourself into. Does that make sense? Basically, don't get caught up in doing things so practically that you just get distracted from your passions. Okay? Do you understand? It's literally just that simple. Like, it's just that clear. That's the message. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, don't get caught up doing things so practically that you feel that you are distracted from your own passions. You know what I mean? Don't get caught up in the getting things done, in the doing it this way, doing it that way, that you step over the things that you really truly desire to be doing. Okay, make sure that you are making room for those things, and make sure that you're paying attention to the signs, because the signs are always there. And sometimes these things, I made a post not too long ago, and I don't remember it verbatim, but it said something about, or I said something about, when you are not when you are in need of something, this is the gist. It definitely wasn't these words, but this is the gist. When you're in need of something and there's like some desperation there, you're seeking something, you will search for it in things outside of yourself if you're not giving it to yourself. Does that make sense? I think I was talking about support. If you're not supporting yourself, you're going to search for that support outside of yourself, and you're going to look anywhere because you are missing it. There's a need, there's a desperation, right? But it doesn't mean that the support that you're getting from everywhere else is the support that you need. Does that make sense? But when you're giving yourself that support and you're supporting yourself, then you have this natural way of attracting support from others that matches the support you're giving to yourself. Does that make sense? And so don't get wrapped up in the things that you need tangibly and physically, that you ignore the things that you need spiritually and internally, and that you start to dive into stuff that's outside of yourself that is just a distraction. And you're telling yourself that it's what you need in the moment, when there's really other things that you need that are more primal, that are more part of your making. You know, they're more creative. You know what I mean? Allow yourself to dive into those places, because that's what you really need. Whether it seems practical or makes sense to you or not, it doesn't always have to be. It doesn't always have to be. This is a part of your healing journey. Okay, the star card. This is a part of how you step out into the world. Some of you are just downright needing to get online and start making some TikTok videos or something, or some YouTube videos. Some of y'all are meant to be in the eye, okay, in the you know, and some of you are doing that already, but some of you are not, and some of you are maybe have thought about it and you've maybe been like toying with the idea. It's time. You are meant to be a part of this like new age world, and communicating with the world through the you know, the internet, through social medias or whatever. Like, you're meant to be out there utilizing all of the tools that you have when it comes to the techie world, and sharing yourself. Like, you think outside of the box. There may be things that you've been wanting to do, and maybe you need to just think outside of the box. You know what I mean? To put it plainly, think outside of the box. Focus, conviction, determination, strength card. Some of you are definitely connecting with a Leo or a fire, Sagittarius. Some of you are connecting with a Pisces or even Aquarius. These people are in your life to teach you things, to teach you lessons about yourself. Sometimes some of them are teaching you how to speak to yourself. You are hard on yourself, and you don't always have the best self talk. You know what I mean? Some of them are teaching you how to get ground, how to relax, how to be patient. Um, because you're not always going to know. The moon card is here. Some of them are teaching you how to trust your intuition, your own gut, how to not have to actually physically see something in order to trust that it is there. And some of the people around you are triggering that. This goes into paying attention to the signs as well. Some of this is there to teach you that not everything is something that you have to see in order to believe in it. Does that make sense? Alrighty. But you have cycles ending. You have cycles ending. You're maturing. You're gaining wisdom. You're completing cycles, and you have new things coming into your life. Embrace them. Allow that to happen. Allow that to happen for yourself. You're releasing also distress, mental distress, old hurts, old pains. And you're needing to do this because there's so much passion out there for you. There's so much passion out there for you, but don't keep yourself from it because you need it to make sense, or you need it to be practical, or even because you have made it practical in your own mind to avoid it because of past disappointments. Does that make sense? Action. Take action. Take action. Take action. Take action now. Yeah, all the work and the building that you've been doing has brought you to where you are right now, and it's time to take action. Take the leap. Seize the moment. Okay, move forward. There's no telling what the future holds, right? That's what this card is telling us. There's no telling what the future holds, but you're not going to get to your goal if you don't take the leap. If you don't have faith in what you're doing. If you don't just soar, you know what I mean? Like this dragon is doing. Okay. Take action. Some of you guys are waiting for like a practical answer. Ooh, and my ear is ringing. So y'all definitely got ancestors around you like crazy, just bringing you signs, bringing things to you, and to tell you to take that next step, to take that leap, to go for it, start that project, put your face out there, put your voice out there. Do the thing you want to do, travel, get, explore, adventure, explore things that are out of your box, explore other languages, other cultures, explore things you are passionate about that maybe seem scary to you because maybe they don't seem practical, maybe they don't seem like they, you know, are going to be stable, for you. But y'all are earth signs. You can make anything stable. That is what you do. You create stability. You are the stability. And so when you look at yourself as the stability, and then you can look at the things that you love as stable as well. You know what I mean? Everything doesn't have to be okay with not knowing. Be okay with not being clear, not having clarity. Be okay with taking the risk. Be okay with taking the leap of faith on something. Okay, everything doesn't have to be set in stone in order for you to go for it. You have what it takes to create the stability. You are the stability. You have what it takes to create the stability out of the thing that you are also passionate about, and it's okay to have both. It's okay to have both. And this is also in terms of relationships as well as just your endeavors. Okay, it's okay to go for endeavors that maybe are not as practical as what you think that they should be. I feel like there's one more message. No, just letting go of mental stress. Letting go of mental stress. Letting go of the idea that things are supposed to look a certain way. Even in love, letting go of the idea of being open to being shown and taught a new way of embracing yourself and embracing your next steps. Also, don't be shy to learn from your community, the people around you, gain resources and learn about more out of the box ways of doing things. And also go into meditation and learn from yourself. Okay, find answers within. That's the most for you place that you're going to find answers is within yourself. Okay, much love.